Hello lovely people. So I just wanted to make yet another update video while I wait for a few JST connectors I am expecting in the mail to finish up my wiring. I'm doing this as clean as I can. You may have remembered in previous videos I talked about I picked up some nice ribbon cable that I was going to use. Well, I took the easy way out as far as the JST connectors go and bought some pre-crimped. So I decided against the pretty colors. The only thing that bothers me is, yes, I've got red and black mixed in here with data lines, since I really am only dealing with 4 colors. So that's going to get a little messy. I'm going to figure out a way to label these so there will be no confusion, and I won't have to trace wires back to figure out what's what. But all that being said, I'm really liking how clean it's becoming. I'm probably just going to pinch this all down here with some kind of connector to keep it tight. But anyhow, we have a new control panel here with various switches. Power to dim the RGB, to turn off the OLED, and then volume control for the speaker. And then you'll see here 1, 2, 3 PIR sensors, and then the PS2 remote. So all that wire comes down to here, which all has JST connectors, and all is going to go onto my new board designs, which I'll show in a second. So the other side of Nova is starting to look pretty nice. Somebody did bring my attention to the fact that I still have an older version of this housing on my GitHub because I changed these actual sensors that I use, so the other one didn't fit right. So this is a slight redesign on here, and then I'm using one of those spinning hoods on here to adjust it. So yeah, those are cool. And then there's the new control panel. Sorry about the focus, guys. I'm using my new camera here. Well, not new, but my old Nikon camera that I don't usually use. And it's not on autofocus, so I have to kind of stay right in focus range. So anyway, there's the new control panel, on-off switch, dimmers, volume control, etc. So there we go. These wires are going to run back to our main control panels, or boards I should say, which I'll show a close-up of now. Okay, so here's a little close-up of the prototype boards. Nothing is soldered yet. I'm still arranging things, but this is generally how it's going to work. So really quick, here's the Tinsy board and its circuit. And what we have here is power in, and then the speaker connection, the PWM controller, I2C bus 2 out, then obviously the MPU unit here. Then we have the battery monitor, the on-off switch, power on-off to the Tinsy, then PS2 remote control, and the PIR sensors. Okay, then up here on the Nano circuit, again we have power in, 5 volt in, and let me see if I get this right. This is I2C in. This is the switches in the hood, the top cover of Nova. Power switch for the OLED and dimmer for the RGB. Then over here I split this into 2 connectors for the SPI OLED. I don't think I use or need all pins for that device, so I may end up only needing this 4-pin one rather than both. And then I have the ultrasonic sensors and then the RGBs. So these are all going to the head of Nova, where that equipment is. And now the beauty of this too, I realized, is, there was a lot of discussion on my comment boards about length of wire and type of wire for the I2C bus, and I went ahead and got some shielded cable. But now, guys, check it out. The MPU is going to be soldered directly to the Tinsy, to the board, to the Tinsy, and then the second, well, that's also on the second I2C bus, which is going to this terminal here, again soldered, and then I2C in on the Nano has a terminal, so I'm really just going to connect a jumper from here to there. Okay, and then of course the PWM controller for the motors will have a wire from here that'll go underneath to the PWM controller board. That'll probably go out of focus, but you're all familiar with that by now. That'll sit underneath, so yes, there'll be another 3-inch wire from here to there. But yeah, we should be pretty good on wire length too. So that's the general layout. I'm waiting on a few JST connectors. These are all XH, I believe, but I happen to have some smaller version ones as well. I think these are PH, so I'm waiting on female headers for those for a couple of these terminals to replace. Make sure I'm all in good, and then I'm going to solder these boards up. So worth mentioning, in my GitHub, I have now created a separate folder for wiring diagrams. So you'll see that there, and then if you go into the wiring folder, you'll see by version. So right now on version 5, which is the teensy version, and you'll see we have diagrams and then a new PCB layout and schematic for the 2 PCBs that I just showed you. So here is the Nano diagram, which I'm pretty sure I went over in a previous video. It's like my other diagrams. Every time I show these, I have to apologize because, yes, a few people complain that it's hard to follow or bitch at me for using green instead of black for negative power, etc. Yeah, well, let's just call them trolls and move on. The rest of you understand, and here's my feedback. If you have trouble figuring this out, you maybe shouldn't be building this project. Here's the teensy diagram, which again, I remember going over this in a previous video, so I'll link to a card up here to those videos. And then this is the new schematic for the 2 PCB boards. This is the teensy circuit, and here is the nano circuit. I put a little note here to again excuse myself for not using proper symbols and etc. And here also there was a slight issue when I went to make the PCB board. The footprint for this teensy was missing a couple of pins. So I had to hack this and connect it to pin 12, but I put a note here saying that this is just here. It's really supposed to be connected to pin 32. And yes, anyhow, so I generally laid out. This is my first time doing a schematic to PCB board design, by the way, so I did the best I could. Quick funny story. I don't want this to be a long video, so I'll make it as quick as I can. When it came to doing this, especially when I printed it out and saw this, it just brought back flashback memories from the late 80s when I was in college. I was actually in engineering, and we did a lot of drafting. And this, I remember doing electronics. We had to do a few different disciplines. And guys, this used to be done with black thin tape on Mylar. And we also had symbolized stickers for these kind of pads and such. And all this with an X-Acto knife and a very fine hand and very straight, keen eye. We used to have to basically build this out of stickers on Mylar, from which then we could, yes, back then it was done with a photographic process, nothing digital. So this was all done by hand back in the day, and it's pretty amazing today that, yeah, I could send this to JLC, PCB, or one of those other guys and have a printed circuit board in my hands within days. That amazes me. So anyhow, just that side note, little story for you all. So I made sure to put right on here, as you can see, for reference only, and I'm sure you've read my notes now that I was babbling through showing this. But yes, it's a good representation for what I need to build my DIY boards, just to give me something to go by. It's not meant to send to JLC PCB. Okay, so there you go. All right, guys, that'll wrap up this video. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and hit that subscribe button if you have not. And I will see you very soon.